Hey, welcome to Main Offenders. I'm Tyler Morrison, here with Tom O'Donnell.
I'm Tom O'Donnell.
That's Tom O'Donnell, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you better recognize, all right?
Yeah, that's the Kitchener-Waterloo Man of the Year,
That's what I do.
Humanitarian of the Year.
Yep.
He's an ombudsman. Don't know
Yep.
what ombudsman means, but he is one.
Mm-hmm.
He is an ombudsman. He donates to several charities. It's a big
Not
thing
really.
for
I
him.
buy cases of beer and then drop them off at the tent city down here.
It's a big thing. He's giving back to the people.
Yeah, they just flock me.
Think about how much money a case of beer is. That's $2.40 if you return those empties.
Yeah.
Plus you get to get hammered with the boys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the summer of Sam. It's the hottest summer. Summer of the
It
gun.
is.
Summer of Sam. The son of Sam is loose. He's killing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
John Leguizamo is scared as hell.
Yeah, he's so scared, guys.
John Leguizamo's scared.
idea.
He's so scared. Maybe the most scared.
Yeah.
New York City.
His dog is talking to him. Tell him to kill pretty ladies.
Yep. So
we can't have this.
So that's. Have you seen that movie, Summer of Sam?
Oh yeah.
That's a good one, right? The Spike Lee's movie.
I like
Leguizamo and Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody is like he's like pretending to be like a British punk rock star or whatever. It's like, you're from New York City. No, mate. No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that movie. It's an underrated film. You don't see it very often on like the different platforms or whatever. It's kind of like a rare.
Yeah, it's like it's a cult classic.
But it got a lot of juice back in the day. Like when it came out, it got hype. It was like really panned by the critics and stuff. It was big.
I like it when how do you say his name again?
John Leguizamo?
Leguizamo? Is it
Leguizamo?
I like
John
he brings his girlfriend to an orgy or whatever, and they're like having sex with a bunch of people and stuff. Then he gets mad at her after. He's like, "You're such a hooah."
Yeah, he didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
What a silly guy.
Yeah.
What a silly guy.
You brought her there.
Yeah. What a silly gentleman. No, Toronto's on fire, man. We got the Blue Jays are top of the league.
Blue Jays are just
top of the pop,
smoking everybody.
Oh my God,
that was going to happen.
They lost today against the White Sox, but they were on the second longest winning streak that the team's ever been on.
Yeah,
and they swept the Yankees for the first time ever in a series, which is that's history for the Blue Jays. The Yankees are always loaded up; they're always juiced.
Yeah,
and it's just been a great combination of everyone kind of chipping in.
It's because Bo Bichette cut his hair.
Little Bo Bichette cut his hair and
it is.
Made a wish on a treasure troll.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Bo was injured for a couple games there too, so it hasn't been Bo carrying the team. We're talking all the boys are kicking in,
Yeah.
So
Bo Bichette was up on a stool trying to get cookies out of the top cupboard, fell and hurt his elbow. And but yeah, no, the rest of the guys really stepped up, It's crazy to see.
I love it.
Yeah.
You love to see it. You love to see it, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too bad the All-Star break is happening, because it would be nice to just have that momentum just running straight.
Keep her
going.
But
you know what? They just have to this has to just be, it can't just be a streak. It has to be consistent, right? So
yeah.
But being at the top of the league ain't a bad thing for sure, because it's the AL, the American League East, right, is always the most jacked jacked division. You got the Yankees, you got the Red Sox, Orioles. It's always the teams with the most money are off. Are all in there. So Tampa Bay has a good team this year. Yeah, and of course the Yankees.
Have you been throwing down any coin on the Jays lately, or?
You know what? I should be, and I haven't been.
I'd say you should be for sure.
But I haven't been doing any.
You're a degenerate. What kind of a degenerate gambler are you?
I haven't been gambling at all. I've been a good little boy.
You haven't been gambling?
No, I haven't.
You're going to sit there and tell me you haven't been gambling. Okay. Yeah.
Meanwhile, my arm's in a sling.
I haven't been drinking.
Hey? I just lift my arm up and it's broken.
Yeah.
They took my thumbs, Charlie.
Yeah.
So I couldn't hit the fucking Bet365 button.
Yeah. I owe all the Italians downtown a lot of money.
got the facial recognition on the gambling app. The app's like, not this prick again.
Yeah.
It stops recognizing me because I'm just
immediately just phones your wife.
Yeah. So sullen. My face is so sullen now
that
it doesn't recognize me on the facial recognition. I've lost so much money.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, man, the Blue Jays are coming home and I'm the Terminator Tom Hankey right now. Gonna come in for the closer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how fucking awesome of a nickname was that for a for a closer?
Yeah.
For a closer in baseball, the Terminator.
The Terminator Tom Hankey.
He looks like your uncle.
Yeah.
He looks like your Christian uncle.
Was his last name Hankey?
Yeah, Henke.
Yeah.
And he comes in just blazing it.
Hankey's gonna be laying down some pankies tonight, buddy.
Think about how...
Do you think he ever said that?
Do you think he comes into the game and just looks at the fucking batter and says, "All right, boys, this is where the rubber meets the road"?
Yeah. Yeah. God, I hope so.
I hope he says that. This is where the rubber meets the road. That's the toughest thing you can say.
Yeah.
I think Ben Wilson, the hockey player, said that on Fight Stories. He's talking about like you'll find out when the rubber meets the road. I was just like, oh, that's tough.
Oh man,
that guy's nails.
God, I hope I never get to see that.
I love that. That was a great episode of Fight Stories. If you get a chance to check that one out, because Ben Wilson was like he's an all-star defenseman, but he is probably the number one, number two best fighter of all time in the NHL. Like 1A, 1B with Bob Probert.
Yeah,
and he didn't have as many fights as Probert, and Probert had a lot of title fights where like he was the man and everyone knew it, and he was like defending the hypothetical belt in the NHL.
Yeah.
But Wilson had very few losses. He did not lose fights. Probert has some more because he fought more. He's going to have more losses. But Probert had some clear-cut losses where Wilson, no one wrecked this guy. He was like a machine. He was like the original prototype, and then he was like Terminator 1. Probert's Terminator fucking 2, like T-1000, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But the way this guy could fight, man, his balance was unbelievable. And his uppercuts are just lethal.
Uppercuts?
Dude, we should just watch one of his fights just for fun.
Yeah?
I want you to see...
Let's do
it just for fun. This is a little bit of a... We're crossing over into Fight Stories territory, but fuck it. This is... I was just fascinated with this guy because he didn't come on any episode, or he didn't do any podcasts, or was not in the public eye for years, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden kind of comes out of the woodwork doing some podcasts, and we were lucky enough to have him on, and he answered all of our questions and questions that fight fans have had for years, right? So Ben Wilson. Let's go with John Hillworth. The John Hillworth fight is one of the nastiest beatings. It's just so ruthless that I think it's important that I show you, just so you know who I was talking about.
Man, you get beat up by somebody with the last name Hillworth.
John Hillworth was big.
It's not.
He's a big man.
Sounds like a rich snob.
I know.
Sounds like he beats you up and then takes off in a Rolls Royce or something like that.
Oh, dude, he was probably leaving on a fucking stretcher after this one.
Bring around the rolls, James.
Watch this.
I just mopped the floor with another pleb.
So Wilson's in the Flyers.
Oh!
And they show it in slow motion.
He's still giving it to him.
Yeah, watch this. They show it in different angles. And they show it in slow-mo, I think. So Hillworth's 29.
Down he went, Gene, and then
Wilson bulldogs him. Here we
I
go.
don't think he realized that Hillworth was out on his feet, but as soon as that happened, then they pulled him away and he stopped. But Hillworth
was out when he hit the ground.
He came out of the penalty box. He took a rush in the corner and hit
Wilson.
And Wilson came back to hit him in the.
Like, that's a nasty fight right there.
Yeah.
Just for fun, I feel like we had to watch that one.
That was awesome.
So yeah, check out the Fight Stories episode with Ben Wilson. It's an absolute gem.
Did you see the golf course fight? Have you watched that yet?
We just talked about it on Fight Stories too, but you and I could talk about it too. It was fucking awesome. Oh my
god, how brutal is that, eh?
Oh, buddy, like that could have been any one of us.
I feel like that big guy was kind of a. They were both douchebags. That was two douchebags meeting. You know what I mean? I think the big guy was kind of a douchebag.
I'll tell you why I don't.
I didn't like him doing sound effects when he was punching the guy too, like bam, bam, bam. Like, shut the fuck! I would have hit that guy with my fucking 7 iron.
No.
I would have.
I'm in full disagreement with you.
I would have tomahawked him.
I think that's the best.
Yeah,
when you can beat someone up and do sound effects on him. That's you're in control.
Yeah,
that guy. No, dude, that guy was cool because he gave the one guy so much warning. He gave him so many outs. That other guy instigated it. They were taking way too long. That wasn't the first time that they were taking that long to tee off. These guys are waiting for him the entire game, and they're not letting him play through. You let him play through. And they said it's been like 15 to 20 minutes that we've had to wait for you to tee off. You guys can't even tee up your balls because you're so fucked up. Like, come on. And then the guy
just started wiring balls at them.
Well, that's what they should have done, right?
Yeah.
Like Tarnasky and those guys. For the people who haven't seen it, because it's super viral, Nick Tarnasky, who is a former NHL enforcer, was playing golf in I don't know if it was a tournament or if it was just a regular game. But this
guy was in was a ex-NHLer?
Yeah, he was in NHL.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's an NHL enforcer. That's why he's just warning the guy. He's like, he didn't want to fight the guy, but he told him, like, if you keep it up, I'm gonna throw you in the fucking lake. And you hear him.
That was pretty funny.
I watched the extended clip of it, and then the guy runs at him, and so that's exactly what he does. He just grabs him, throws him right in the lake.
Yeah.
And then the guy comes up out of the water like Happy Gilmore after Bob Barker throws him in the pond.
Now you're going to get it, Bobby.
And he looks exactly like Happy Gilmore when he comes charging out at him.
Oh, no.
And it's hilarious. You got to watch it. We don't get a screen pulled up. But and then when he's punching him, he's going bam, bam.
Bam,
he's doing
bam.
Like the Batman sound effects.
Yeah.
And this guy, when he grabs him after about 4 punches, and he throws this dude like a bale of hay onto a trailer. Like he goes flying. It was like Jazz from the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
It was 100% a Jazz from the Fresh Prince throw of this guy. And these meatheads deserved it. Like, but I think that was
and they took so long to leave too. It's like after you get beat up, you get thrown in a pond. and then like they're just like stalling. Like, do you want to get beat up? Like, why are you stalling?
I'll tell you why. Because the guy was blackout drunk, and he probably got factory reset in that fight, and then didn't realize he'd been beat up already.
Whoa, what happened?
So yeah, and like like when you're like fucked up and you forget where you're at, and then you try and do something dumb again. Yeah, and everyone's like, "No, buddy, no." Well, his friend was a moron because his friend is there trying to like calm down Tarnasky and his crew. Instead of calming them down, wrap up your fucking boy and get him out of here. Beat it, idiots. Hit the road. Men are trying to golf.
Yeah.
Men are trying to golf.
Yeah.
Have some etiquette on the course.
Yeah.
You let them play through.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been blackout on the golf course before?
Not blackout, no. Like I really didn't start golfing a lot until this year. This year I've been out regularly. Last year I got out a little bit more, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And yeah, I don't think I've ever been blackout.
It's not even fun. Like, yeah, you gotta progressively get drunk throughout the day to go in. I remember we got kicked out of a golf course. Me and my buddies. Where were we again? In Wasaga Beach. We went out. We didn't go to sleep the night before, and then went to I think it was a 9 a.m. tea time.
Mm-hmm.
And like like you said, like couldn't even put our balls onto the tee. That's how drunk we were. Yeah. And missing. I think I took 5 swings at my first in the first hole in the and
just like a kid at a pinata. Hey,
everyone's watching you, and like I'm just like, yeah. So eventually the marshal just came up and said, "You guys are done for the day." Blah blah blah.
Oh, gave you the shoulder tap like it's the grease dance off, and you're eliminated.
Yeah. Ooh, so I hate that. My buddy Lucas took the key for the cart and whipped it into the woods.
Of course, as you would.
Yeah, as you would. And then gave him the double middle finger. And the guy's like this far away. And Lucas is like this.
Yeah. Lucas is the man. Shout out to Lucas. I hate a marshal. I hate me a marshal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's funny. And what did the guy do?
Skip out of there. Just stood there looking at him like it was an old man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He probably wanted to pull down Lucas's pants and spank his bare bum for that.
Yeah. The main offenders don't like old people or golfing marshals.
Golf marshals, don't be telling us what to do.
Don't be telling us what to do. We already know what to do.
Don't upset me now.
We drink the beers. We slow down the ready to play, and that's what we're doing for the day.
Don't upset me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another time, my buddy Lucas is a loose cannon. I told you, I think I've told it on here before, but we almost fought a bunch of 20-year-old kids down here in Kitchener the one time too.
You did tell that on here, but that was Lucas, same guy.
Yeah, same guy, yeah.
He's a wild card on the course then.
Yeah, and like I'm the one, I got hit with a ball, right? And before I could even, it just like, it bounced and like hit me in the back of the leg. Didn't hurt or anything. Before I could say anything, like him and my other buddy are in a cart.
Yeah.
Driving down to get these kids or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's you guys are in the right there. You guys aren't in the wrong this time.
No, exactly. But yeah. And then they cussed him out, and then those kids came back with their phones on, right? With the cameras on, filming us they're calling us drunks and stuff. Like, buddy, you guys are so wasted. They're like saying shit like that. Lucas is like, you want to see wasted? He grabs his golf club, and they had a bunch of beers in their center console, and he just takes his 5-iron and smashes the beers in the cup holder.
Lucas is a fucking wingnut.
Yeah.
Guy's a wingnut. I love
that shit. That's just boys sticking up for their boys. You know,
absolutely.
They didn't want to see. They didn't want to see old Tommy getting hit with a golf ball.
No, you gotta.
I've got enough.
Were they yelling 4?
No, they didn't yell 4 either.
That's even worse. Like they're just being ignorant.
So yeah, like I was walking in by the trees. Like they hooked it into the trees, even like, and bounced and hit me in the leg. Mm-hmm. But I didn't care. I was like the only one that wasn't mad. I didn't give it. I didn't care, but.
Yeah, I love
whatever. That's what you do. You get fired up when you're out on the course. Emotions are running high. You just lost 8 balls. That's the thing too. I get mad like when I'm playing bad, and then like if I was playing bad that day, I probably would have been mad.
Yeah, you're on though.
Yeah, I was on that day, but yeah, it just intensifies everything. I remember going out golfing with our buddy Reed there, and his girlfriend wasn't golf. She doesn't golf, so she was just driving the cart for him or whatever. And every bad shot that he had when he lost the ball and hooked it into the woods, he'd yell at his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. I thought I told you to go find more balls. Always be scanning. Always be scanning.
Well, I mean,
we're down 3 balls. There's all kinds out here. I don't know. Like, you're not golfing. You can go take a little drive. See if you can find any.
Just being stingy with the balls.
Yeah, just losing it.
Yeah.
And then he like hit a good one. He's like, you know what? I'm actually having a really good day. I love you. Thanks for driving the cart. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. The it is funny seeing how people hot dog on the golf course. So there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of guys thinking they're fucking special. Settle down, boys.
Yeah.
We all suck.
I have not been playing good lately. I got a birdie probably 3 weeks ago, but other than that, it's been my drives I don't know what I'm doing. I'm slicing big time.
Yeah.
And I never did that before. So it's like something new. So I got to figure out. I got to work on my mechanics.
Yeah. I got new clubs. So I've been having a little bit better luck. Still really? working on the drive. The drive is still my worst, but I have I've definitely improved. Draining some nice putts, fairway games looking good.
Good.
Improving the driving, but it just takes work. You got to keep going. Keep going. I love it.
What drives me nuts too is you'll go to the driving range and you're just smashing them. And you go out on the course and it's like you've never swung at a ball once in your life, and it's like what is the difference between that and this?
Yeah. Well, I was even on the practice, like putting, like the practice area, draining some big putts before the game. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna suck. Now I'm gonna fucking blow it when I get out there. I had one like a real long putt that I drained on the practice thing where like people were cheering. It was so good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Now I'm in trouble.
I peaked in practice mode.
Yeah. That'll do. It'll happen to you.
Yeah.
But I do like crushing a couple killer millers while we're out there, playing, drinking, and driving with sticks.
I love it. Yeah.
It's so sweet.
It's the only escape that we have.
Not enough beer cart girls roaming around though, eh? These
no, that's why you got to bring your own. I just bring my own.
But these courses need to step up their beer cart girl game. Not that they're, I just don't think that there's enough. Like we need one that like rides with us. Like instead of a caddy, we just need a beer cart girl passing us beers every shot.
She just sits in the back.
Which beer will I have?
Yeah.
Which beer should I use on this hole?
I just owe it. My mom got me this like little Under Armour cooler. Fits 3 tall boys in it perfectly.
Oh, that's kind of her.
With a
But we
cooler
still need
pack.
the beer cart girl to ride with us.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you're right.
We don't need caddies. We need baddies. Let's go.
There should be they should have an app for that.
What
where you can call them to a certain hole.
Yeah. There's got to be something like that, right?
Yeah, like meet up with us between 6 and 7. And then again between 7 and 8. And we're also going to need you to roll on up to between 8 and 9, and then 9 and 10 as well. Would be great.
And we're going to need you to blow us. No.
Yeah. A couple hot dogs from the clubhouse too, please. Thanks, darling. Yeah.
It's a fucking joke I was doing. I don't know if you saw me do that one. I'll tell it on here because it's what we're talking about. But I had this joke where I'm like, yeah, the best part about golf is the fantasy that the beer cart girl might come along and she'll give you a beer and then she'll suck your dick. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's every guy's fantasy. The worst though is when it's not a beer cart girl, it's a guy on the cart. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Better make it 2 beers.
Better make it 2 beers. Yeah. Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah. So there's been a little rumor flying around on Reddit that the wild boy, Ric Flair.
Slick Rick.
This is, he's for sure Slick Rick now. Slick Rick has been going out to bars around Florida, not just 1 or 2. There's been several bars that allege that Ric Flair has been shitting himself, getting so drunk. Yeah, getting so drunk and then shitting himself in the bar and being kicked out onto the street. And that's the phone.
Oh my God.
Imagine if you're on Ric Flair's shit detail.
Yeah. Yeah. Nate's just dropped a fucking dookie.
There's a skid mark in the hen house. We gotta fly in and save old Rick. He's probably got like one of those wrestling marks. One of those autistic kids just showing up, wiping his ass for him. Anything for you, nature boy.
Yeah. We love you, Nate.
We love you, Nate. But yeah, I read all the threads there on Reddit and people jumping in on it too, like patrons and stuff too, jumping in on it and be like, yeah, I was out at so-and-so on Friday night.
Yeah.
He fully just shit himself right in the bar. He was so drunk.
Oh my God. Yeah, that can't be good for the legacy.
Yeah.
Come on. I love Ric Flair, man.
Yeah.
I love Slick Rick, but listen, when you're drinking as much as he does,
it's bound to happen.
And you're out in public all the time getting wasted, like it wouldn't surprise me if that's true.
No, and he's like how old is he? 75?
He's got to be like 76, 75. So it's like Ric Flair just shit himself. Clean up aisle 6.
Yeah.
Little Nate comes running in.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Little Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Flair parties. So it's I mean, we've seen how fucked up he gets. But I saw it firsthand. at that roast, or I actually wasn't not even at the roast. It was his final match afterwards. I was partying with Flair and like his whole kind of like crew.
Yeah.
And I was with them from the start, like before the final match and after. So, and then after party and then the late party at the hotel. Like he's drinking till like 5 a.m. after that match.
Yeah.
Like he almost died of dehydration. I think he passed out in the ring at one point from dehydration. And then after the match, he starts boozing.
Yeah.
Like this guy he's unstoppable.
Yeah, he's not stopping. Why stop now? You know what I mean?
No, I mean run it till the wheels fall off. Did I show you this? That they gave me this at the. I have this in the studio. It's the Ric Flair roast. They made this little figurine of me. Let's put it up to the camera so you can see. Looks nothing like me. I think that
it kind of looks like John F. Kennedy.
I think it was supposed to be Tony Hinchcliffe. I think they thought Tony was going to do the roast and he bailed.
Yeah.
And then they just gave me little Tony.
Little Tony.
Hinchcliffe, I got little you, baby.
That's hilarious.
Little Tony figurine in the studio.
Well, we still love Ric Flair, even though, you know.
Hey, Rick,
he's the Pens pants wearing, Hershey squirt slinging son of a gun.
Yeah, I don't think that he addressed those rumors. I think he's just gonna let those settle down, you know.
No, you can't come out as a man that has pissed and shat himself on several occasions. It's best just to leave your hat out of the ring. Those ones.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
You just you don't defend yourself. You know what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, that's like the next season of Dark Side of the Ring is Ric Flair shitting himself in bars.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hope not.
Yeah.
The speaking of getting pretty fucked up though.
Woo.
There's a guy I know pretty well.
Who is it?
I don't want to tip my hat.
What do you mean?
This guy got really messed up in Toronto, I guess like a couple weeks ago.
It was this last weekend.
On the weekend.
Last weekend. Yeah.
Jeez. And I got a phone call from him.
Yeah.
And he's got quite the tale to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're very lucky. He's on the podcast with us. It's actually Tom O'Donnell. Hey, who could believe? Who could believe? Yeah. And who could believe Tom O'Donnell comes to the table with a good drinking story?
Yeah.
Hey.
Pee Pants was out in full effect. The day started out pretty early for me. I think I started drinking around 11 a.m. My buddy Adam came down to see me, old high school buddy. We went swimming, and I drank a 12-pack of Coors Light seltzers probably by 2.
Yeah, I knew you were drunk because I talked to you in the afternoon. You may not recall that, but I do remember.
No, I do not.
I knew you were wasted.
I plead the fifth.
This isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be good.
Yeah.
But it will be.
So we go swimming and stuff, and then Adam drives me downtown. We go for a lovely dinner. Very good. And then I go to he has to go back to work. So I go to Belfast Love. I don't know if you've ever been there before.
No.
But I was down, it's like an Irish bar. I was in there probably from about 3 to about 6 o'clock, drinking by myself. Emma came down and met me. Now, Emma was my girlfriend, she was doing a bachelorette that day or whatever, and none of the girls ended up staying in the hotel.
Why is that? Why did they?
I don't know. I think they all just went back to their places or whatever. They weren't partying too much.
Did they know that she was renting the hotel for them?
I do not think so. I think it was more like a surprise type
that sucks.
thing. So anyways, yeah. So I'm like, it's a really nice suite, like downtown Toronto, like 2 floor suite. So I'm like, well, we'll stay in it or whatever. So Emma comes and gets me. We go to a couple other places and we go back there. We're hammered by the time we get back there, right? So we go right to bed. I pass out. I wake up. I'm in a stairwell. This is all. I'm just in a stairwell. I come like a concrete stairwell. I'm looking around. I'm like, what and I don't really remember where I am, what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I was just I'm still drunk and yeah, I have no pants on either. Just a shirt. I'm Winnie the Pooh in it.
Oh my God.
And
this is you?
Yeah. Yes, pretty much. Without the pants. Without the pants.
I thought I had the stairwell. Of course it didn't do that.
Yeah.
I clicked on the photo of the stairwell.
Yeah. And let me tell you, it's scary when you don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
When you just come to and you're like, so like things are running through my mind. I'm like, where am I? I'm like, and I started thinking, I'm like, did I get drugged or something? I knew I was out drinking in Toronto. I'm like, did I get drugged or something like that? Like, I don't remember coming to the hotel. Really, right? So like, I'm just in a strange. So I go to open. I'm standing right next to a door. I go to open it. It's locked. I'm like, oh shit. So I run down the stairs. I have to piss really bad at this point too, right?
Yeah.
So I pissed in the right in the stairwell there. I had to do it. It was either that or So I do that and I go out and I walk out this one door and I see that that I'm in a hotel. Then I start coming to and I'm like, oh yeah, we went to this hotel. I totally forgot about that. And like, I'm walking around and I'm like, okay, well, and now by this time, like I forget what floor we're staying on. And I don't know.
Oh my God, this is like a nightmare.
And I don't know the room number either. I don't know what the floor is and I don't know what the room number is. So like, I'm fucked. You know what I mean?
This is a nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm naked, covered in piss.
Yeah.
So I get down to the lobby, but it's one of those hotels. There's nobody working there.
Lucky for them. Yeah.
Yeah. You just
lucky for you too.
With your phone.
Yep.
And go up to your room. So I get down there. I open the door. I believe it was on Adelaide. I open the door and it's just like people out on the street. And I'm like pulling my friggin' shirt down over my junk.
Yeah.
And see a bunch of people look at me. I just shut the door right away.
You're just talking.
Yeah. And I take off. I get on the elevator.
You turn around and you're doing a fruit basket with your cock and balls tucked between your legs and they see it sticking out the back.
Yeah. So I turn around. I get on the elevator and I'm just praying. I'm like, please, nobody fucking be up. You know, it was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning at this point.
Yeah.
So I get off on the first floor and I'm like, okay. I check. There's about 4 or 5 hotel rooms on each floor. So I check the first floor. Fucking nothing, right? None of the doors are opening. I'm just checking to see if the doors are open, you know? So I do that. I get up to about the 4th floor and there's a door open. I open it up. It's just this big black guy laying out on this bed. And I scared the living fuck out of him. He wasn't like mad. He was like shooken. He's like, as you would be, like, I open the door
Startled.
and I'm like naked. He's like, yo, what the fuck? I slam the door and then I didn't wait for the elevator. I took off up the stairwell Ran up there.
This is the worst game of Donkey Kong ever.
Yeah.
Just running up, crisscrossing the stairs. And
yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, there's 7 floors in this hotel. Yeah. Well, guess what floor we're on? We're on floor set, like the top floor. You know
penthouse,
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're in like a penthouse. So get up there, and luckily I found the friggin' we had our door open, so I was able to get. Yeah, I'm so lucky because I had no phone. I had no way of getting a hold of Emma. There's no one in the lobby.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And usually those hotel doors just close behind you and lock.
Yeah, I don't know.
What I mean?
Like I really lucked out. So.
And so there was, when you're going around to these other doors, are you just testing them to see if they open?
I'm doing really slow.
Yeah.
And doing a slight push.
Yeah. You're not knocking?
I mean? No, I'm not knocking, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just checking, right?
Yeah.
And
just doing a little.
I get up there and I'm like, how in the fuck did I wind up in the stairwell? Well, because this hotel is on 2 levels, right? There's a bottom and you go upstairs and that's where the bedroom is and washroom and stuff. So I get up to the room, like, how the fuck did I? And I look, and right next to the bathroom is an emergency exit. So that's what I did. So I walked out instead of going in the washroom. I walked out the emergency exit, and then it locks behind you. So that's when, when in the beginning, or I said I was trying to open up the fucking thing there, open up the door. When I woke up out in the stairwell, that's what it was. Yeah. So I just.
Okay. So if I went into the hallway.
Yeah, put me into like a stairwell.
Or into the stairwell. Yeah. The emergency exit takes you right out to the stairwell.
Yeah, exactly. So in hindsight, but I didn't. In hindsight, I probably could have just knocked on that door until Emma woke up.
Yeah, but exactly.
You know what I mean?
But you didn't know where the hell you were.
I didn't know where the hell I was.
Oh man, that is nightmare fuel. For sure. For like alcoholics, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Right there for anyone. But that's going to school without any pants.
Yeah. And then I was so scared leaving the next day that I would see that like black guy on the elevator. I almost said to Emma, like, I'm gonna take the stairs.
Yeah.
All the way down. I already know them pretty well by now anyway, so I'll take the stairs down. But
oh my God.
But yeah, I was so scared of seeing that guy because like the look in his eyes, man, was like.
Yeah, it's very jarring if someone opens your hotel room door by accident.
Yeah.
And if they don't have clothes on, multiply that by 100.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, especially if you were sleeping and you get startled awake too.
Oh, yeah.
That? Like, what is it? He doesn't know what your intentions are.
No, exactly.
You might be coming in, and you're not a small guy. Was he a big guy? He was a big boy?
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah. Imagine he was just waiting for you, though. Imagine he wanted some summer loving.
Well, hello there.
Come hither.
Oh, fuck.
You just walk in and get...
But the stuff that was running through my mind when I was, like, going down that stair, I thought, like, I was in
It's scary.
Like, yeah, I kept on thinking that movie Old Boy. Have you ever seen that where the guy gets...
just pure panic mode.
I'm like, did some sick fuck drug me? And, like...
yeah,
I didn't know what was going on, right? So that was the scariest part, is not knowing.
Yeah, that's panic mode right there.
Yeah.
You're so lucky you got back in. And of course, you didn't have your cell phone. And even if you did, your girlfriend probably isn't answering her phone because I think she said her phone was dead too.
Yeah.
So, and she's wasted also.
Yeah, so she's passed right out. So
you ever try and get buzzed into someone's apartment or condo or whatever when they're wasted and they're sleeping? Yeah. You're kind of screwed, if you don't have that access. So
yeah,
there's been times where I've been so drunk just sitting in like the lobby of like a friend's condo or apartment and they're not answering the door, so you can't do anything. You just gotta sit there, just wasted,
wait for the morning.
Hopefully they
order a couple pizzas.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully they get up. But there was one that your story reminded me of this classic story about there's this dude from my area. His name was Billy, and they're out. He's like he'd be like in my dad's age. Like he's older. Like he'd be like our parents' age. But they were at a hockey tournament, and it's like an overnight hockey tournament. So they're down there partying on the Friday night. I guess it was a Friday. Might have been a Saturday, but get completely buckled, and he's wasted and similar type of thing. Like gets like can't find his hotel room. Like ends up in the hallway somehow.
Yeah,
he can't find his room, so he's walking around all the the hotel, knocking on every door. Just knocking though, and
yeah, you got to be stealth. At least I was stealth
here.
mode.
No stealth. And he knocks on, and everyone's like, "Buddy, it's not your room. Sorry, get going." He's like, all right, go. And he knocks on the doors. Knocks on one door, and this one guy's like, "Buddy, it's not your room. Don't fucking come back here. You're done."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "If you knock on this door again, I'm gonna
did he not? Did he knock on it twice?
Oh, I think it was like maybe the fourth time or something. Like it was like multiple times. But he's like, "You knock on this door again."
He's forgetting which door he's knocking on.
Oh yeah, he can't remember. Yeah, he does the lap, right? He did a couple of laps of this place apparently.
Yeah.
He knocks at the door. He's like, "If you fucking knock on this door one more time, I'm gonna break your fucking nose," type thing.
Yeah.
Sure enough, comes back around the horn, knocks on this guy's door again. The guy opens up the door and boom,
bango,
floors him. And everyone hears the commotion.
Yeah.
Like, because his hockey team's staying here. So, like, they're coming out of their rooms and they're, like, breaking it up. And they finally get him back into his hotel room or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, he got popped for that. The next day, or it might be morning, but they're at the arena because it's a hockey tournament, right? And he's standing there in sort of like the vestibule area. You know where the sliding doors are when you walk into these arenas? There's like a little space. You got a little room, right? I think it keeps the heat in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Get that little spot. He's standing there, and someone's like, "Say, hey, Billy." He's like, "See that guy over there? That's the guy that fucking that hit you last night. That's the guy that popped you." He's like, "Are you fucking serious?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking get him." So he's waiting for the guy in the vestibule. The guy's walking through with his hockey bag, and all of a sudden, Billy just pops out. Bah! Bam! Just fucking decks this guy, just takes him down and starts up the lawnmower on him.
Yeah.
He's just dummying this guy, and people are freaking out. And there's a lady like losing it. As always, there's always a lady losing it.
You're gonna kill him.
Exactly. Like, you're gonna kill him. You're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
He only has one arm.
Yeah.
And he looks at the guy's only got one arm. He goes, "Yeah, that's the fucking one he hit me with."
Yeah.
Just keeps pounding him. It's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah.
And it's a true story.
That's so fucking funny.
Classic. I'd say, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I've told it on my other pod a long time ago, but that's for sure. Small town beauties, right?
Yeah.
And that story, of course, is brought to you by Schaefer Construction.
Schaefer Construction.
We don't hire women.
Not at all. Tell your old lady to pack up and get moving.
And if we're in a fight on the job site, we are going to kill him. We don't need your commentary.
We don't need your commentary.
Not working here.
We're trying to kill him. Why do you think we're fighting with him? We don't do this for fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Schaefer Construction. We don't hire women. We have backhoes, but we don't have hose back. Schaefer Construction. And we got the new Schaefer Construction merch coming to the podcast very soon. You're going to want to check that out.
Yes, sir.
Laugh3d.com, and it's going to be in the merch section. You'll be able to get all your Schaefer Construction paraphernalia.
Yeah.
We're going to have hopefully some hoodies and t-shirts and maybe some hats. That'd be great. You guys are going to want to support the tribe.
Nothing for women, though.
No. And
those all come in men's sizes.
And our other sponsor we want to give a shout out to, Hendo LED. All the best in LED lights for your trucks and trailers. Go to HendoLED.com. Use the promo code HENDO2025. You're going to get 20% off all your lights. These guys are the best. They believe in the pod. They believe in us. They know what our audience is. They know that you guys are the heartbeat of North America.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are.
Yeah. Let's do another trucker convoy.
Yeah,
Sponsored
you guys
by Hendo Lights.
are the how would I put it?
The backbone?
The Narcan hit heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of the nation.
Of the nation of Canada. So we thank you and we salute you.
Yeah. I don't know what our fans are. There's something. There's something. Anyone that's tuning into this is a beauty. I'll tell you that much. Anyone that's stuck around this long. I mean, what have we done? Almost 40 episodes now.
Yeah.
And, you're going to want to get extra episodes. We got episodes that aren't available anywhere else but patreon.com/Tyler Morrison main offenders tier. You want to get the bonus shit? Get on there, man. And
get your dick skin on that.
Some of Tommy's nut is on one of those episodes. You can see that. If you want to see Tommy's gigantic nut, go to the Patreon. It's your glory hole to all things main offenders. You're also going to want to comment, rate, subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you leave us a comment and a little thumbs up. No thumbs down, because that's not cool.
Lame.
Also, Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review and leave a review. That always helps. Everything helps with the algorithm. We know the game we're playing. It's stacked against us, boys. They don't want us. They don't want us to be the thing, but we are the thing. We're coming in hot, and we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We're coming in hot, and fucks we give not, baby.
Yeah.
We're the main offenders, and you can licky my dicky and sucky my fucky. Senior, don't like you.
Don't like you.
But if you like the podcast, we do like you.
Yeah, we love it.
So that's been the show. I'm Tyler Morrison. This is Tom O'Donnell. And we'll be back again.
We'll be back again.
We're always back for more.
Thank you, everybody. Love you. And you know the one rule of the house is if you fuck around, you're going to find out.
FAFO. Deuces.